That's the nation's most famous murder suspect, Luigi Mangione, being...
Murder cases always make for good headlines, but some are so mind-blowing and complicated that they go beyond just ordinary stories. We are here with one of those cases. Imagine this: a high-profile murder, a suspect caught in the public eye, and a case that's making waves everywhere with divided public opinion.
I find him really attractive.
Yeah.
Do you think that's why so many people are supporting it?
Honestly, yeah.
It's the halo effect, like, manifesting in real society.
Luigi Mangione, a name that popped up everywhere and suddenly became synonymous with controversy, is accused of a crime that has split opinions worldwide. And the victim? None other than the CEO of UnitedHealthcare, a corporate giant at the forefront of America's healthcare system. But here's the catch: nothing's been proven yet, despite all the noise. So what's really going on? What's the truth? Is Luigi Mangione guilty, or is he just an easy target in a world where power often drowns out justice? Today, we'll uncover the tangled mess of this ongoing saga that has taken the internet by storm, check out its latest updates, and leave the final call up to you. What really went down? Let's find out. Chapter 1. Who is Luigi Mangione? Before we jump into the crime itself, let's talk about the man at the center of all this, Luigi Mangione. Who is he, and how did he end up being accused of such a terrible act? Luigi isn't a name you'd recognize, nor does he come from any kind of controversial background. For the most part, he lived a pretty ordinary life, until now. Investigators describe him as someone who is calm and reserved, smart, but not exactly outgoing. But under that seemingly normal exterior lies a man who is now accused of a crime that has shocked both the corporate and public spheres. We don't know much about his life before all this blew up, but one thing is for sure: Luigi Mangione's name is now tied to one of the most shocking murders in recent history. So, what's behind it all? Could there be a personal grudge, a financial motive, or totally something else? That's the million-dollar question. Chapter 2. A murder that shook the nation. The murder of UnitedHealthcare's CEO, Brian Thompson, wasn't just a crime, it sent a message. Taking place in a weird way, the kind of event left the public asking, what on earth happened? Brian Thompson, known for his tough corporate tactics and big influence over the healthcare industry, was found dead in what authorities are calling a planned murder. Speculation started right away. Was this a personal grudge? A business rivalry that went too far? Or was it something even darker? Something tied to the policies of the company he led? The public reaction was quick and heated. Supporters and critics of the Brian were battling it out in online forums and social media debates. On one hand, there were those who saw the CEO as a genius leader who revolutionized healthcare access for the better. On the other side, critics labeled him as a corporate villain, exploiting systems for profit at the expense of the average citizen.
Joy in a man's execution?
Maybe not joy, but certainly not empathy.
In the middle of all this chaos, Luigi Mangione popped up as the prime suspect. Investigators quickly tied him to the crime, pointing to what they said was a bunch of circumstantial evidence. But as the case unfolds, some are starting to wonder if the real reason behind this murder is buried in the shady side of corporate power. Chapter 3. Mixed opinions and the courtroom drama. The courtroom, as expected, has turned into a battleground of stories. Prosecutors paint Luigi Mangione as a calculating individual who planned and carried out the murder with precision. They claim that, despite most of the evidence being circumstantial, it clearly points to his guilt. On the flip side, the defense isn't backing down. They argue that the evidence just isn't solid enough and question whether the investigation was done properly. Is this really a rush to judgment? What's even more interesting is how the public is getting involved in the story. Some people support the investigation, insisting that justice needs to be served, while others are shockingly defending Luigi, saying things like, if he did it, maybe he had a good reason.
I love how they acted surprised. Why did that happen? I have no idea. He wrote on the bullets why it happened. Free Luigi!
Free Luigi! Free Luigi!
This kind of statement is as controversial as the case itself, and shows just how divided opinions are about the CEO and his influence in the healthcare industry.
Going to be a murder trial. Is that the right venue to make a larger point about healthcare?
I'm very reasonable, but I think the American people have been pushed really, really far.
Chapter 4. The latest updates. As of the most recent updates on the case show that things are still pretty chaotic. The courtroom hearings have been full of drama, with unexpected witness stories and some intense back and forth between the lawyers. New evidence has surfaced, including some shaky security footage and witness accounts that have added both clarity and confusion to what's happening in the case. One standout moment was when a witness described seeing someone who looked like Luigi Mangione near the scene of the crime just hours before the murder. But here's the twist. The footage is so blurry that the defense argues it could be anyone. On top of that, Luigi's own statements have been a topic of intense scrutiny. While he has maintained his innocence, he insists he didn't do it. But his calm attitude during questioning has made people wonder, does he know more than he's letting on? Or is he simply a man caught in the mess of a larger conspiracy? Speculation aside, the stakes couldn't be higher.
You think a lot of people who commit such heinous crimes are often outcasts or something like that? This was not the case with him. He had a lot of friends, he was very smart, had a lot going for him. He was everything you would want in a high school student. It's just so weird to see.
The next hearing is expected to introduce crucial forensic evidence that might finally tip the scales. Until then, the public remains on edge. Everyone's waiting anxiously for the next twist in this gripping story. The Luigi Mangione case isn't closing up anytime soon. It's a story with no clear heroes or villains, only questions that demand answers. Is he guilty, or is he being used as a scapegoat? And if he didn't commit the crime, who did? This case has become more than just a legal battle. It's a reflection of the complexities of power, justice, and morality. As the hearings continue, one thing is certain. The truth, whatever it may be, will leave an indelible mark on all involved. What do you think? Is Luigi Mangione guilty, or is there more to this story than meets the eye? Share your thoughts below. If you found this story engaging and want to explore more real-life tales of crime, power, and justice, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends who might be intrigued by this incredible case. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned as we bring you the latest updates on this unfolding drama. See you in the next one.